Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We are here starting our stream off of A Street with a view of downtown Las Vegas, the downtown Vegas skyline right there in front of us. Circa right there being the tallest building at 480 feet up in the air. Main Street Station, California Hotel and Casino. Apologies for starting late. I was having problems with the app, so a little bit of an issue there, but I think we are on and we are good to go now. So the downtown skyline here, certainly not as big as the one on the Strip for sure, but it's a little bit impressive in a Vegas way. Hey, pretty mama, thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here very much. So just taking a look here at the downtown skyline from A Street here. In downtown Las Vegas. This is located just off of Interstate 15. We have Interstate 15 over here off to our left, and there's like a huge distribution facility of some sort over here, and then there's a material recovery facility. It sounds like recycling right there in front of us. We're going to come out here to Washington Avenue. And we'll go straight just as soon as it is clear to do so. All right. So a lot of folks camped out in here. There's one right in front of us. A lot of folks up here camped out, and we've got I don't know how well this is coming out, but there's a huge encampment over here on the left, and I've got someone right up behind me now. Oh, he's in a real hurry. He mad. Oops. Sorry for doing the speed limit. Oh my goodness. He was really mad. So you have a tow yard over here. Ewing Brothers, it's called there. I'm assuming they take a lot of the cars that are found down on Fremont that are left behind rather, or parking without paying the parking fee, etc. You can see the 15 over here off to our left, Lake Mead Boulevard sign right there. There's another encampment over here off to our right. And another one here at Owens and A Street. We'll make a right. And more encampments up here on this incline on our right. Union Pacific Railroad line passing overhead there. And then the Salvation Army here. There's a lot of community assistance centers up in here in this area. So you tend to get a lot of folks, a lot of the unhoused, unsheltered, homeless folks in here. That just kind of stay around the area a lot of time. And this is Main Street here. We're gonna, oh, you're a pedestrian, you go ahead. You have the right of way, buddy. Main Street USA, Main Street Las Vegas. As another crosses there. Okay, we're gonna make a left and go southbound here. Oh, and we've got an ambulance up here. So, 4 Master Lane is over here on the left. We've done a lot of videos down 4 Master Lane. It's a dead-end road. And they have security out in front of there now. But I'm not sure what the ambulances are here for. Hey, Tobin, welcome, buddy. Thanks for being here. They've got a stretcher out there. I'm not sure what they're doing. So we'll continue southbound. I'm going to get on the highway here and head to the south end of the Strip, and we'll work our way north. New Woo Cannabis shop over here on the right. New Woo means the people. Shout out to 7-Eleven man for helping me out with that. In the Paiute Indian language. This is going to bring us up here to Washington Avenue, where we'll make a right. And give me just a moment here, guys. Okay, I hope that's better. Right, go back up here. I went through some car, well, I didn't go through it, but there was a car wash next to me at a red light earlier, and it sprayed some water all over the windshield. So I'm trying to remove some of that there. So now heading westbound on. We're gonna go and get in the left lane so that we can go to the southbound lanes of Interstate 15. Interstate 15, of course, a major interstate arterial here on the western United States, starting northeast of San Diego, traveling all the way up to the Canada border with Montana in the United States. And just on the other side of this is the historic west side. We've done a lot of videos of our time up in the historic west side here in Las Vegas. Feel free to check those out in the video library. We're going to go southbound here, though, and head down to the south end of the Las Vegas Strip and work our way north. All of you who are here, thank you so very, very much for joining. Really appreciate all of you being here. Smith Center and Museums, it says there, over off to the left. This is D Street here, D for Delta. Oh, a little buffery, okay. Hopefully that'll stop as I get onto the highway here. Yeah, I'm from the East Coast, so I still call it highway. Everyone out here calls it freeway. But we always just called it highway on the East Coast. Tobin, you grew up in Atlanta. Didn't they call it a highway there when you were in Atlanta? The interstate? So going through the interchange here, the Spaghetti Bowl, as it's known. Oh my goodness, really? I did not know that. That's awful. Wow. Wow. Thanks, Vegas Bradley. I didn't know that. That's terrible. Oh, they're off. People are off to the races here tonight. Everyone's flying. I've got a car behind me. That's mad. Charleston Boulevard exit right here. Charleston's a major east-west artery. And here we go. Bunch of blue and reds over there. Off to the side. The rubbernecking taking place. Looks like a fire truck over there and a couple of metro units. Not exactly sure what'll happen. Highway. Ah, there you go. Right on. Vegas Bradley. That's a great idea. I love it. We've got the Strat right there in the foreground on the left. Hey, Tony, welcome. Little darlings there. Hot 18-year-olds wanted, it says on their marquee out front. They always do an ad, like right around the time high schools begin graduation. And they always do an ad, high school graduates, now hiring high school graduates. Which is a very interesting way to hire. You can probably deduce from the name Little Darlings as to what type of establishment that is in there. Hey, Michael, thanks for being here, man. D-Man, welcome, buddy. And of course, Tony. Oh, goodness, why are we not focused? Okay, there we go. Great to see you guys. We're going to head to the south end of the strip and work our way back north. So anyone that hasn't been here in a while, they have this HOV lane on the right here. It's been here probably 6-7 years now, something like that. And it is a huge... a lot of people abhor it. They cannot stand it. Because in this town, it's so spread out that it's really hard to carpool with anyone. So if you work in like Henderson, but you live in the Northwest, and your coworker lives in the Southwest, you're not going to be carpooling with them. And that tends to be the case. Most folks are all spread out. Got a couple of metro units over here off to the right. What are you guys doing? It always gets slow on. When are you coming out, Michael? They have a temp tag, the car right in front of... Oh. What? Maybe I'm wrong. March, right on. Awesome. Have a blast out here. Yes, yes, and Tobin, that is thanks to 7-Eleven Man and the awesome work he does behind the scenes in helping me learn this history. Of course, I'm not a native, and so of Vegas. My wife is, but I'm not. And so a lot of the history is brand new to me. And it's great to learn it. First week of March. That's right before the time change, Michael. Gotta get back over here in this lane. It usually clears up right after Flamingo up here. We'll find out. This is Spring Mountain Road here. The strip over here off to our left, which we'll get to in just a moment. Area 15 on the right here. I've not been in there yet. It's like they have all sorts of weird stuff in there, but I don't know anything about it. Motorcycle does not have a red light on in the back. Yeah, Michael, it's going to be fun. It's a great place to visit, this town. It's a lot like South Florida in that regard, where I grew up. It's like a terrific place to visit, but living there, that's a different story. It's really expensive down in South Florida now. Oh, wow, Tony, that's awesome. Huh. Allegiant, yeah, I saw... Yeah, when is that going to be completed? I'm not even sure. They said that it wouldn't take that long, and then, of course, now... We're going to go through it here in a moment, so we'll see how close they look to being completed up here. But you can see Caesars and the Cosmo, the west side of those buildings here on our left. UNLV exit at Flamingo up here, of course. DRI, Desert Research Institute. They have one of those up in Reno as well. Yeah, I haven't seen Tobin. I think they just kind of expect it to be like a part of life for us now, right? Who was it? Someone commented, I think, this week and said they built the Hoover Dam in 4 years, but they can't even finish an interstate project in under 10. That's a good point. So yeah, you see the HOV lane over here. It's got this double white solid, so you can't cross over. You have to wait for the passing lanes with the dotted lines, the white dotted lines. And it's there's a sign over there that says speed limit 55. I don't think we're in any trouble of breaking that. Late 25, okay. Somehow I have a feeling that's going to be pushed into 26. There's Carvana over there on the right, where you can, you know, essentially buy a car from a vending machine. The blue lights on the top of it there, that tower. Have some cars in there. Thank you for that, pretty mama. Crash ahead. Right lane. Slow down or move over. Well, slowing down's, we're pretty much slow as it is. Okay, so there's Metro on the right. My grandfather used to call them bubblegum machines when they had the red and blues on. He always called them bubblegum machines. Oh no, that's highway patrol over there. And you can see from the lines here how faded some of them are, and that's because people just cross them wherever they want. Nobody seems to wait for the passing zone or the exit zone. Next January. Absolutely, yeah, I'd love it. We can meet down on Fremont. Or wherever you're staying. Love to. Same thing with you, Michael. Let me know. Let me know if you're free. Have a beer together. Really want to meet 7-Eleven man. My wife and I have been talking about maybe taking a trip up to Seattle. She hasn't been up that way. I'd really like to show her the area up there. And I do have a thing for state capitals, so I'd like to get down and see the state capitol there in Washington. State Capitol building. Flamingo Road East and West. And on a Saturday night, Flamingo Road East is going to be jammed. Bellagio over here off to our left. The Golden Knights are in Chicago tonight, so there's not going to be any trouble with traffic for them. Oh, shoot. Okay, I can use this lane then, because it's grayed out. So it's not an HOV lane right now. Not that it'll make a difference. Heavy delays, Tropicana exit. Use Russell. There's always heavy to that construction at Tropicana. That's just a nightmare. And they put in these huge message boards overhead at like a tremendous cost. Half the time I've read that they haven't been correct. Who knows? And then off to the right here you have the Martin, this huge condo, and then two towers next to it are called Panorama Towers. At one time I had toyed with the idea of moving in there. Glad I didn't. It's like 900 square feet in there, and you're paying like $1,000 a month in HOA alone. Messi will play. Wow. Yes, pretty mama, I agree. Need to do a meet and greet for sure. Yeah, one of the guys that I like to follow, Jeremy, his name is Jeremy Reed. He does LA. He used to do LA driving videos. He would run around and go to like police calls and things of that nature. I can't do that here because the scanners, I'm locked out of the scanner, so that's not something I can do. Oh, cool, Michael, right on. Yeah, let me know when it gets closer. Where are you staying at, Michael? T-Mobile Arena right there on the right. Oh, it's kind of a sliver of it right now. So yeah, Tropicana's Vegas Golden Knights. New Jersey. So everyone's now exiting there at Russell. Wow. Off to the right. And see how gummed up all of that is over there too. I think I'll go down to the 215 and then circle back to Las Vegas Boulevard down there, because those exits are not going to work for us right now. Aria, okay, cool. Cool. Are you familiar, Michael, with what's his name? Planet Chaos. And the Chaos is spelled K-A-O-S. There's Allegiant Stadium right there in front of us. Home of the Las Vegas Raiders, who do absolutely nothing. Planet Chaos, they do a lot of live streams here in Vegas, and they often start from Cosmo and Aria. In for an hour. Wow, that's awesome. Huh. They've got an event going on, it looks like, over there, so I'm glad I didn't try to start over there this evening. I didn't even know. And it's hard to tell on their calendar online. Yeah, it's all, oh my God, it's all backed up over there. So we'll get on the 215 East up here. And then once you get past the strip, traffic is open and flowing. No matter how many lanes they add to this interstate, that's the event. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. That's what's going on there. Yeah, no matter how many lanes they open up on this roadway, it never seems to matter. And then you see it on the other side. It's all backed up on the other side going back north. Okay. We'll go east here. And so the traffic on the other side of that wall there, that's to go west on the 215 Beltway. But the exit for it's way back there by the stadium. And I know a lot of people, including myself, have missed it several times. Jeremy, oh yeah, D-Man, he's awesome. And, you know, he moved to Denver now. So the last time I think he did a stream in LA was was like Halloween. But I first started watching him on Fridays and Saturdays, and I was like, this is pretty cool. You know, no one does this in Vegas. I should do this in Vegas. Planet Chaos, yes. Yes, they do some great restaurant reviews too, Michael, as well. KAOS. I had the opportunity to meet them. I love plugging other channels because they're really, really nice people, and that's what I like to see. Love meeting really, really cool people. Just like Vegas Unlocked, another great couple here in Vegas. It's relatively new. They just started, I think, last year. Like, well, that's not that long ago anymore, but like, what was it, the summer or something? Oh, cool. Right on, Michael. Yeah. Yeah, Planet Chaos. Really cool guy. I got the opportunity to meet them down in Fremont in Halloween, and they were in costume. He was like the Joker or something, I think. Karen and Dave, I don't know, Tony. That's a good question. If I see them, I will ask them, because I'm kind of curious about that myself. Are they just like colleagues, or are they together? Yeah, Tobin, I bet. Goodness. How bad is the traffic in Olympia compared to, say, well, Vegas has gotten worse, though, so I'm just kind of curious. Oh, I missed my exit for Las Vegas Boulevard. That's okay. I will go up to Sunset. So this is the exit for the airport for anyone that has not been here in a while. Yeah, I know, Tony. I know how you feel. Huge difference, I bet, yeah. Wow. Tobin, it's got to be night and day. So we're not going to go through the airport tunnel. We're going to exit here at Sunset so that we can get over to Las Vegas Boulevard, because the tunnel will probably end up dropping the stream. Yeah, you know, when 7-Eleven man, he commented earlier and he said something about the tunnels, and I had that in mind. Look at this. This car on the left here has no tag on it. I have to point that out every time. Sorry. Let me get over here. Everyone's flying by me. The semis are flying by me. So yeah, 7-Eleven man was talking about the tunnels, and I had that in mind. Speed limit 35 in there. Yeah, right. I had that in mind when I was speaking about the tunnel in that airport tunnel video, because the ones there next to Tahoe, I've been through. They're along US 50. I think that's south of where 50 comes in and merges. really cool. Oh, you know them too, Tony. Awesome. Good, good. Yeah, it's fun watching them. That's what I like. I like, you know, cool people, make it entertaining, you know. Driving to Tacoma or Seattle, yeah. Yeah. That's good, though. For year 2, wow, yeah. You know, I was so disappointed when he moved to Denver. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do on my Saturday nights now? But I would watch him like, you know, 11 p.m. And he would start his streams. He'd always start him at like the 6th Street Bridge, right, D-Man? The 6th Street Bridge there in LA. And so I'm like, well, I gotta start mine somewhere, right? I gotta find a spot to try and start mine. This is sunset here with the airport right over here on our right. Las Vegas International Airport. So we go back over the roadway, the airport connector that we just left. And you can jump back on the 215 here if you need to at that ramp. But we're going to continue westbound up here to Las Vegas Boulevard. They have the airplane viewing area in here. Denver videos. He's a really nice guy, and you know, people, I guess his competitors there in LA, Pretty Mama, they like made fun of him and stuff because he was so nice and so charitable. Like, he would put together care packages for the homeless and go hand them out. And then like some of the competing channels there in Vegas, they would kind of make fun of him and, you know, say that it wasn't very genuine of him to do that. And I'm like, wow. I-5 to Olympia, yeah. We all share the same state flower, the orange and white. Seeing quite a few metro units out tonight. Interesting. Usually, most of the drives on Saturdays lately, I haven't seen them at all. Only down on the Strip. This is a little railroad spur that runs out to Henderson from the Union Pacific line here. It doesn't get used all that much, but when it does, it's usually very slow and takes forever. Something called Panavino Italian Grill over here on the left. I've never been there, and there's an airplane about to land right in front of us. Alaska Air. This is Gillespie Street. And again, with the street lights, it's like hit or miss. Sometimes you'll get street lights, sometimes you won't. It's like wherever they feel like it, they'll put up a street light. Yeah, D-Man, I saw that last night. I watched a little bit of his stream last night. I was with my sons, so I wasn't allowed to watch very much because they prefer their programming on the TV most of the time. So I was with them, but I saw some of his stream last night. Yeah, he was talking a lot about music too. He wants to do music and doesn't want to get copyrighted, which I am definitely afraid of. Like Vegas Unlocked and Planet Chaos and these other guys, they go down to the Strip and on Fremont, and then they say they get copyrighted afterwards. I'm like, I don't want to get copyrighted, because if you get copyrighted, they'll demonetize you, and that's nowhere, you know, there's no point in doing it then, right? I mean, just for the joy of doing it, which is fine, because that's how we did it in the beginning, but it's nice to get a couple dollars to pay for the gas, you know, from YouTube, and so I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. But yeah, so if you get copyright strikes, that's it for the channel, and you do like 3 of those. They did. Yes, Tobin, they did. They're out now. He's always talking about how we're never present anywhere. We're gonna fix that tonight. He seems to be out on Saturday nights. That's a pattern for him. We'll go find him. Gas prices. Okay, so it depends. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas sign right there in the median. So I just did some videos earlier before darkness and saw some that were like $3.39 a gallon for regular unleaded. but then some of them were up to like $3.89 a gallon. So like a 50-cent spread for regular unleaded that I saw in town today. Pinball Hall of Fame over here off to our right. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Jeremy and LA-OC TV on YouTube, check him out. He's a really awesome guy. And he was like the first one I started watching streaming online. Really, really cool guy. And I was like, wow, this is cool. And he would tell you about the areas that he was driving through. That was the one thing that really, as we passed Russell Road now in the Little Church of the West, wedding chapel over there, that was the one thing that really separated him from the other guys in LA that would do the same thing and drive around to police calls and stuff like that. He would tell you about the area, and he would tell you the, kind of the history and stuff and what he knew about the area, and I love that. And that's what I love about 7-Eleven Man. He helps me with a lot of the history so that I can bring you guys that. And that's what I wanted to do with this channel initially. Was, of course I didn't grow up here, so I don't know a lot of the history, but it's good that I am able to learn about a lot of it now. Very genuine guy. Yes, in fact, when he did a 100,000 subscriber party back in, what was that, July or June or something, back in the summer. I told my wife, I said, I'd actually like to go to that. You can see the marquee up there advertising Carrot Top on Mandalay Bay there. And I wanted to go, but then I'm like, no, we've got the boys, and our sons are young. Our sons are 3 and 1, so that's just not going to work. So I was like, all right, yeah, we're going to have to wait for the 200,000 subscriber party. Yes, Drew. He is. He did it in LA, and now he's doing it in Denver. I'm not so big on the Denver thing because LA, everyone kind of knows LA, maybe peripherally, simply because of all the movies that have been filmed there. I don't know that much about Denver, and I've never even been to Denver, so it's like he'll talk about some of the things in Denver, and he's very passionate about it, and I like that. But again, I've never been there, so it's like I'll probably go there one day just to say that I've been there, but not the kind of place that I would that I want to watch over and over again. And I know he said at one time, D-Man, he said he was going to go ahead and do the he was going to go down to LA like once a month or something. This guy really wants in front of me. Go for it, buddy. Go down to LA once a month and do the videos, rent a car or whatever. So D-Man, did you see when okay, the thing about Jeremy, here's the thing about Jeremy, and it but down on the beach I think they were. But anyway, because of the competition he has down there with the other there's Luxor there, I always like pointing that out. Because of the competition that he has with the other stringers, I think they're called, either stringers or night crawlers, who are the people that go and gather content and photos and stuff of crime scenes for news outlets and stuff. One of them swatted him, literally. He was driving around, and someone called the cops and told him that this guy is carrying in his car. And so he noticed an really, Michael, I'll have to check it out. I've never done that. And he and I both went to the same college, so I have the same university. So Jeremy noticed there was a helicopter overhead while he was driving. He's like, wouldn't it be funny if they were out here looking for me? Sure enough, he gets pulled over by 2 LAPD units who do like a felony stop on him, make him get out of the car backwards and all that with his hands behind his back. They search the car, and it turns out, yeah, they got a call. Really, D-Man? Okay, I'll have to. Does he do any meet and greet after the show? Because I'd like to tell him I went to Florida Atlantic University also. How buff he is, really? Huh. I never thought he was buff, yeah. Las Vegas roadway improvements. We're going to tear apart Las Vegas Boulevard sometime this year. There is Excalibur right there. in all of its medieval glory. And there's the castle. So they have Dirty Harry's in there. City Athletic Spring. Oh, okay. Thanks, pretty mama. They have the Dirty Harry's in there that, you know, where the servers kind of treat you poorly. And they have a place in Fremont called Hammered Harry's that kind of does the same thing. I think it's the same company that owns both of them, because they both kind of go for the same shtick, if you will. This pedestrian walkway obscures the view of the Statue of Liberty over there on the left in front of New York, New York. And there's another couple, up and our way. They do videos of Vegas. They live in California, but they do videos of Vegas as well. Husband and wife. Really, really nice people. I've met them down on Fremont a few times, actually. Really, really cool in real life. And I know they're in New York City right now. That's what made me think of it, was New York, because they were live streaming from Manhattan last night. Up and our way. Melissa and Enrique are their names. Really, really awesome people. They've got like 33,000 subs or something, but that's okay. They're really, really nice. I have no problem helping out cool people. You see the giant lion out there in front of the MGM there. MGM Grand. New Jersey, yeah. Yeah, so are you, which side of Jersey are you on? You could just cross the river and head over to Manhattan and go say hi to Melissa and Enrique, because they were live streaming. They had a great, I think it was like, it looked like it was 4K. I'm like, wow, I wish I could live stream 4K. It just starts buffering so much in this town. You saw Carrot Top. Oh, wow, cool. There is the aforementioned Statue of Liberty. And I'm going to get blocked by this Suburban. Here is Raising Cane's, along with Skechers and Coca-Cola and M&M World and all sorts of corporate capitalism all over the place. Food court, Breeze Daiquiri Bar, it's called. There's a Marshall's in there. And then the Hard Rock Cafe, of course, right there, with the huge guitar out front. Park MGM over there, where they filmed some scenes of Dodgeball. And then Aria, where Michael will be. Looking back at New York, New York. North Jersey. Oh, okay. An hour. Okay. Gotcha. He had some people who were uncomfortable with filming crime and car accidents. Really? Wow. Like, viewers said that? Huh. Well, I mean, if viewers are saying that, then, you know, there's all sorts of stuff that you can watch on YouTube. Yes, Aria, right on, Michael. Yeah, Jeremy, he's seen some pretty gruesome stuff in LA for sure. I remember when there was that couple that was walking down the street, and he thought that the guy was treating the girl poorly, and he was kind of yelling out the window at them and stuff, and he was like, "Are you sure you're safe, ma'am?" and blah, blah, blah. Because he thought that the guy was treating her very poorly. But yeah, he's covered some, oh, we're getting blocked here. So this is the entrance for MGM Grand over here off to our right. 5,000 hotel rooms in that building. Sicilian heritage. And you know, my wife is Italian. I don't know if she's Sicilian, but I know she's definitely Italian. Like 50% Italian. BLVD, Boulevard Mall over here. Not to be confused with the one over on Maryland Parkway. Still under construction, although Adidas has opened up. And then you have so this is the entrance here for it. Parking and ride share, it says in there. And so that's the entrance right off of Las Vegas Boulevard here. And then looking up. Yeah, it is, Mark. That's crazy what they're going through out there. Last week we had, was it last week we had a guy in here? And he said he was moving. He was done. He was moving. That going on out there. So that LED screen on our right there, above Walgreens, is 158 square feet. I'm sorry, 185. Got my dyslexia going there. 185 square feet. That is huge. Here at the corner of Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard. See the crystal shops over there with all the high-end brands. And there's a Zooks. Oh, right there with the cameras all attached to it. The self-driving vehicle. Oh, I'm in the middle of an intersection. Get me out of here. Okay. So here's Planet Hollywood over here off to our right. Jason Aldean's. Isn't that the place where Vegas Unlocked got kicked out? Or was that the other one, Old Red? They were going to try and live stream in there and they got kicked out by management, even though someone downstairs said, sure, you can stream, no problem. Raising Cane's. Oh, nice. Yeah, I tried them for the first time here in Vegas, and I was like, this is pretty good. You know, with the whole Louisiana thing going on and all that. We've got these guys out here with the 360-degree LED karaoke. There is the Bellagio on this Saturday night in Sin City. West Sahara. Okay, cool. Just that's all. You know what? I'll do that next weekend. I've been wanting to do another Summerlin video. Aldean's, that's where it was. Okay, yeah. I knew it was one of those two. One of the country singers. Speaking of Old Red, that's right up here in front of us too. Yeah, so someone downstairs told Not Leaving Las Vegas. I'm sorry, nope, that's incorrect. They told Vegas Unlocked here that they could go upstairs and stream. And they're like, okay. So they went upstairs, and then someone came along, whether a manager or whatever, and told them, no, there's no live streaming. Yes, Steven from Not Leaving Las Vegas, he gets... I love Steven, man. He's a really, really nice guy. You know, when I met him down on Fremont, it was Halloween. Oh, no, it was the Saturday before Halloween. Really awesome guy. And he's you know, told me, he's like, oh, you're a viewer? Okay, cool. He gave me his phone number. I know he gives out his phone number on his chat and all that, but I was like, that's really cool. You know, he's like, yeah, just if you have any questions about streaming or whatever, just, you know, text me. I'd be happy to help. I'm like, wow, that's awesome that you're like that in real life too. He is a great guy. You know, who was it? Was it Planet Chaos? I think last night when they first started their stream, they said they ran into Steven, and they're like, he must like speed walk everywhere, because he goes up and down everywhere on the strip. But he does some great informational videos too. He did that one this week about the real estate here in Vegas and how the market's probably going to change because of the fires in LA and all that. 4 security personnel. Wow. Yeah, because those two needed 4 people to kick him out. Oh my God, that's terrible. So Beer Park over here on the right. Eiffel Tower restaurant. You got the Paris Eiffel Tower there, stretching up into the night sky. This little CLA class Benz is all over the place. He is a very intelligent man. You know what? He knows a lot about crypto too. I don't know anything about crypto, so I got to hand it to him on that. Because anything I can't physically hold, I really have a problem with investing. Even though stocks are all online nowadays. I mean, I remember back in the day when you would get an actual stock certificate in the mail and all that, so I still follow that. Yeah, Tobin, he definitely is. Really cool guy. There's Old Red right up there in the horseshoe with Blake Shelton's place there. Turn that back down there. And I've not been in, I need to come down to the Strip a little more and do some more videos. The problem is the rules. You don't know who will let you in where and all of that. And so I won't be live streaming simply because of the music, but I can do streams and then do voiceovers afterwards. So that's what I try to do a lot of, so that I can bring you guys these videos from down on the Strip, because the Strip is constantly changing, right? There's always something going on, something different. And that's what keeps people coming back down here. Caesar Palace over here on our left. This guy's not going to let me over. Oh, he got in the other lane. Okay. Flamingo over here. 1946. The traffic, yes. Yes. This is why locals avoid the Strip. They don't want to be involved in all this. There's Caesar Palace there. Alan and Stu and the guys are hanging out in there. Hopefully they're hanging out with the right Doug this time. There's the Forum Shops over there on our left, attached to Caesar's Palace. And there is Harrah's on our right, always advertising Donny Osmond. And then Casino Royale, which I read somewhere this week, they were talking about replacing that, tearing that down and replacing that as well. There is the Mirage, latest on the Mirage. The atrium has had all the glass removed there. See all the cranes out in front of it there. And they've got a huge pile driver there out front. Looks like that's for the guitar hotel. It'll be nice. I know a lot of people hate the, what's going on with the Mirage. I just wish that they had picked a different spot for it, honestly, because there's so much open space here in town. They could easily have picked another spot for it. Oh, someone's bad. TI over here on the left. A lot of live streamers here in Vegas like to start their live streams at TI. Why? Free parking. It's always because of free parking. Look at that bright marquee. Wow. Yes, good idea. Just add salt. I completely understand. This is Sands here as we go past, well, the Sphere's over here off to our right. I'm going to make this left here again just because, again, it's been in the news. I haven't seen anything since the event in late December, but we're going to go in through the Trump Hotel here and just see what kind of security measures they've got. Last week when we went through there, there was just a single metro unit in there. We'll see if that single metro unit's still assigned. Fountain Blue up there on the right ahead of us. And Resorts World. The world's second largest LED screen on the side of it. Resorts World having problems financially. They are not bringing in the money they thought they would. Must be something to do with the parking. Or the resort fees, because, a lot of people think that the resort fees have been outlawed, and that's just not true. The resort fees just have to be disclosed. Thanks, Tillman. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, if they kick me out, they kick me out. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to give them any problems, I'm just going to... I mean, if anything, I'll just tell them, look, I'm just trying to help you. Bringing free advertising to you guys. But I'll leave. There's no nefarious intent here whatsoever. I'm going to make this right into here. Here, it looks like he was blocking traffic too much. Oh, I can't go in there because it's hotel guests only now. So that's what they've done. And then Uber and Lyft here, and they've got it gated off. Okay, so I can't get over there. It looks like they're monitoring everyone that comes in to the. Right? Are you guys like going to cross, or what's happening here? Nobody here. Okay. Go up here and make a U-turn. Nordstrom over here on our left, part of the Fashion Show Mall. know, right? Just add salt? That's funny. On the other side of Macy's. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Make this turn. Little 3-point turn action coming up. Yep. Okay. So there's Encore and Wynn, of course, directly in front of us. In my humble opinion, those two and Venetian and Palazzo are your nicest options here in town. I've not stayed at Resorts World or Fontainebleau, but if you add location to the mix insofar as the best, I would certainly say Encore, Wynn, Venetian, Palazzo. Because those are going to be closer to the Strip. Resorts World and Fontainebleau are still kind of separated a little bit from the Strip here. I'm going to go back up here and do what I did last week. Try and show you the Sphere. El Segundo Sol. I always mention that there. Okay, go ahead. Thought you were just hanging out. Challenger behind me didn't like me stopping. There is the grand entrance to the Wynn and Encore right there in front of us. You don't find that on the east side of town. Go back up this way and make a left. On the sands. As soon as I can get over. Okay. Gillies there, that's out in front of TI there. Esplanade over here on the left. Next to these beautiful properties. There's the Palazzo. And Venetian up there. And definitely a lot like Times Square anywhere on the Strip now with all these LEDs everywhere. And goodness knows when Hard Rock opens up with the Guitar Hotel, that's going to be the Harmon. I don't remember that. I've only been here since 11 though. The Harmon. Huh. Oh, we got music playing over here at the from the Fashion Show Mall. That huge awning or whatever cover over the Fashion Show Mall is called the Cloud. Shout out to 7-Eleven man for helping me out with that one. This was the area where I started to buffer a little bit last week. Is that happening now, guys? February. Nice, Josh. Awesome. Have a blast. Don't think it ever opened. Okay. Huh. I hadn't heard of it. The Harmon. Make this left. The spiral topiaries there on the side of Palazzo. It really will, and I think people, once it's here, people are going to love it. They're going to love that huge guitar. Oh, shoot, this isn't a through lane. Okay, I'll just get back over. Oops. That's a good point, just add salt, really, because you really only have, like, what, how many corporations here with the casinos now, right? So you got MGM, you got Caesars, you got Sands, and then who's left after that? I mean, whoever owns Resorts World and Fontainebleau, but there's the Sphere right in front of us. They got Henderson police out here, so these guys are working a detail. Oh, because there's a show or something going on up here. at the Sphere. My wife and I came down here last year and noticed that they had City of Henderson police down here. Oh, it's buffering. Okay, let me get at. Let me see if I can get. I'm just going to turn around, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to get down there and end up buffering. Probably because there's so many people down there at the Sphere. That would be my guess. So apologies for that. Thanks, Josh. So yeah, okay, Win and Encores, you have those two. So that's what, 4 different corporations plus Resorts World and Fontainebleau. And then Circus, which is Phil Ruffin. And I read that they were talking about Phil Ruffin wants to sell Circus now. So there have been rumors running around the Ghost Hotel. Oh wow, earthquake standards. Oh my God. It was rumored for a long time in a lot of the Vegas groups on Facebook that they wanted to sell and tear down Circus, and everyone's like, no way, they'll never do that. They just spent all this money on a huge remodel, they'll never do that, blah, blah, blah. And then the news came out just this week, I think, about Phil Ruffin wanting to sell Circus, and I'm like, whoa. Maybe there is some truth to that. Because, of course, they came out and denied. Hey, Josh. No, North Carolina's nice. I've been through there. I was born in Charleston, South Carolina, myself. But I've been to Charlotte many times. Oh, okay. Just that salt. I didn't know that. Huh. And I've driven I-85 through North Carolina as well. That's a, back then it was a pretty empty drive. Winston-Salem, okay, cool. Yeah. Go back up here to the Strip and make a right. In Charleston on the they don't allow buildings to be over a certain height because they want to retain the whole southern charm of the town and all that. Cool, Josh. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Glad you found us. We have a great community of some awesome people. In fact, that reminds me, I want to shout out to our awesome pillars of our community. 7-Eleven man, Michael, David. Michael's watching right now, which is awesome. D-Man, Tony, you guys are watching too. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Deb, Christine, Kimberly, thank you so very, very much. So you have this $10 everything or less souvenir shop over here on the right. I don't know what you're going to get for 10 bucks. Nowadays. So here is Resorts World. With its huge LED there. And then Fontainebleau right there in front of us. They are slowly, yes. You're right. Oh, nice, Josh. Awesome. Do you do travel stuff there in North Carolina? That LED in front of the Fontainebleau, that's really annoying. Huh. There is Circus, which he wants to sell now, the owner. With slots of fun right up here on the boulevard. Oh, you hate it there? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Whoa. Little Cavalier. Where are you going? So Fontainebleau's over here off to our right. I need to do a video in there. It's been here for over a year now, so it's been opened, I should say, for over a year now. I need to get in there. Probably like a year and a half now at this point. Need to get in there. Yeah, D-Man, I think that's what they said. Because it was part of the deal with the whole, when they wanted to go off the grid at the casinos. Oh, from Southern California. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I would miss Southern California too, especially if you're on the ocean all day. It was empty. Yes, yes. And you know what's funny, Michael? They mentioned, what is it, Zouk that's in there is like the best nightclub or whatever in Las Vegas. And I'm like, how's that possible? No one's ever in there. Ah, didn't know that, just that salt. There you go. There's the reason. I don't want to do any work. I just want to hurry up and sell this thing. That's funny. Huh. That's really funny. Not sure where to stay on a budget. I will recommend CV. I will recommend Fremont. I always recommend Fremont to anyone on a budget. You could try Luxor or Excalibur as well. Those two tend to be a little more economical down at the south end of the strip, or certainly here at Circus Circus. But Circus Circus isn't the greatest, in my humble opinion. But definitely Fremont, Four Queens, Binions. Oh wow, Josh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Atlanta, yeah. I felt that way about Reno, Tobin, when I lived in Reno for 3 years, but prior to moving to Vegas. And so I moved from South Florida to Reno, and the people in Reno just, I'm like, wow, you guys are so backwards. Nice, D-Man, thanks. There's the Sahara right here on our right, which has undergone several name changes in its history. I'm gonna go up here to Sahara Avenue and make a right. There's a Hummer, like the old style ones. The H1, I believe. The Flamingo, okay, yeah. So we're gonna go eastbound here on Sahara for a moment, because 7-Eleven man hooked me up with the proper location of this place that I attempted to locate last weekend. This McDonald's over here, just off the strip with the golden arches, trying to invoke the old school feel over there. Yeah, CB, that's a good idea. Yeah, Cosmo is going to be up there. In fact, anything there in City Center is going to be up there. Cosmo, Aria. Oh, what's the other one that's in there? I'm thinking of Vidara. Oh, Vidara. Yeah, Vidara's in there. Four Queens, no resort fees. Yes, excellent point. And you're right in the middle of the action. Like, you come downstairs, if you've never been here, you come downstairs, you're right in the middle of the action in on Fremont Street. And you can take the Deuce, the city bus. It's $8 for like a 24-hour pass, and it'll take you back and forth between Fremont and the Strip. 4 nights for $700. That's not bad nowadays. Nice, D-Man. It's good to pay attention to stuff, buddy, because then you can, then you know, then you have knowledge and you have information, and that's very powerful and valuable. So there's the monorail line right there next to us. This is how far east it is from the Strip. So you're going to do a good deal of walking just to get over here. Now eastbound on Sahara for a moment. Want to go up here. Okay. Eureka Casino. I didn't even realize that was there. Huh. Cash your paycheck. Entourage Men's Spa. Oh my. Wonder what they do in there. Q Club Billiards. Commercial Center. Okay. Pretty Mama, can you Google that place that I'm looking for here on Sahara? I think it's just west of Maryland Parkway. Happy endings, I know, right? Oh, they got a taco stand right there. And this Walgreens here. I'm gonna pull in here real quick. This looks like it was a Albertsons or something at some point. Since closed. Oh, a Smith's. Because there's a huge Smith's sign. Oh no, that's on the other side of the street. Yeah, so maybe an Albertsons. Right on. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. I do live here. Yes, sir. Josh, I live here. I've been here for about 13 years now. Let me see. I thought it was right up here. So I'm trying to find the green door, right? Because I mentioned that last week, and there's a whole thing of like all the Facebook groups here all make fun of and joke about the green door. It's a place where couples go, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. But I wanted to show it to you because there's a lot of notoriety behind it. Googling multitask. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, 7-Eleven man put it down in one of the comments, and I couldn't remember. I thought he said 653 or something. What? Sahara? But I don't quite remember. 953. Okay. So where am I? I'm at 1077. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get out here. Thank you, CV. I appreciate that. So 953. Something called Club Ego there on the side of Sahara. Never noticed that before either. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. These guys are flying. Okay, here we go. 953. Where is 953? There it is. 953, right? There's 953, but it's Crystal Hall? Banquet Hall? Salon de Fiestas? Huh. Oh my goodness. 953 Sahara. B28. Okay. So 953 is the whole thing. Oh, so it's like a whole bunch of different shops under one roof. Correction, I'm at 975. No, I'm not. So, let me see. You can't see the sign. Oh, okay. Huh. That's why. Yeah, so all these Facebook groups, they all joke around because people will go in these Facebook groups and they'll be like, hey, you know, I want to, you know, take my wife to a special place or whatever when I'm in Vegas. What do you guys recommend? And then of course, you know, you get the jokers in there and they're like, oh, take her to the green door. And so I see this all over the place. $28, $9.53. Las Vegas Tactical. B9. B20. So it's over here. Do not enter. Go in here. There it is. Thank you for looking that up. There it is, finally. We can get that on video. The green door. Oddly enough, the door is glass out front. 25th year this place has been going. And you can see the artwork up there. That's funny. Wow. Well, I'm glad I was able to show it to you guys. It is, again, a place for couples to go. And come back out here to Commercial Center and head up towards Fremont. And is this the exit? Or is that Historic Commercial Center District, established 1963, it says. Okay. I did not know that. Historic Commercial Center District. La Vecindad? Cantina? That would be correct, CB. The Smiths was too much to compete with, okay. And we'll come out here and make a left on the Sahara. Oh, you're talking about the grocery store. Okay, sorry, I thought you meant the green door. So, it's, you know, that's a very good question, D-Man. And in fact, I think there's a whole matter of like consenting adults and all that that's involved, and I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how all that, you know, comes down. And yeah, because you're paying money to get in there, right? So you're actually giving money for a service, which kind of is the definition. Oh, they have. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out. So Horseshoe, Link, or Vidara? Yeah, I guess it would depend on what you're looking. Oh, unless you're talking about CV. Probably Vidara, I would think. If you're looking for something nice, I would go Vidara. Because Horseshoe used to be, what was it, Bally's? It is hypocrite. I agree, D-Man. Absolutely. Because that's what goes on in that building. And, yeah, I mean, there's an exchange of money to get in there, right? And all that. I think single guys have to pay like $100 or something. I saw it on one of the comments for the Facebook group, or groups, because they all talk about it. They all joke around about it. I want to take my wife to a great place in Vegas. What would you recommend? Well, there you go. And that's what they come up with. So heading back to the Strip now, and we'll head up towards Fremont. Sorry about the camera here. Get the focus back there. Palace Station up there on the horizon in front of us. That's on the other side of the 15 on Sahara here. It's one of the station casinos located around town. Palace Station, they have a pretty good restaurant in there. It's an Italian restaurant. Is it Tony's or something? Really, really nice. There's gas on the left side. Union 76 gas station, $3.69 a gallon there for regular unleaded. And $3.79 if you're paying credit. The green room, yes. Exactly. There's a PT's place. That's another chain here in town. Like a sports bar, gaming hall kind of thing. And we've got, what is this, an ambulance? Yep. Coming up here on the right. Or, I'm sorry, on the left. He's making a right. Santa Rita Drive. Another dispensary right here. So this one, 7-Eleven man, would be probably have the THC in it because it's a sufficient distance east of and away from the Strip. Oh, he's making a U-turn? The ambulance is making a U-turn. Where are you going, ambulance? Okay, he's turning in. It's emerald green glass. Ah, okay, that's why. Gotcha. The real stuff. Yes, exactly, Tobin. Yep. Versus just the CBD stuff that you have at the dispensaries located along the Strip and on Fremont Street in the Fremont Street experience. Paradise, right here. Don Tortaco Mexican Grill, 25 locations here. I've never even heard of them. So you have the world's largest gift shop right there in front of us at Bonanza Gifts. I know this because it says it outside. The real stuff is not on the Strip, CD. No, the stuff that's on the Strip is CBD only. You have to be, I think, what is it, 1,500 feet away? Credit price for regular leaded over there is $3.66 at that Circle K. I think you have to be like 1,500 feet from the Strip or from Fremont Street in order for you to sell the real stuff. Bob's Stupak Avenue right here in front of the Strat. City of Las Vegas Arches, a relatively new installation here. The 26 feet tall Showgirls over there on the left. Here where Main Street breaks off from Las Vegas Boulevard. There's also dice and poker chips over there. It's a good selfie spot. There's a Denny's right here too, so you can actually park in the Denny's parking lot and just walk right over to the Showgirls. This is a Sinclair here. Unleaded is $3.45 a gallon. Viva las Arepas. Authentic Venezuelan food. And the Arco right there is $3.39 a gallon for cash. 1,500 feet, right on. Thank you, Tobin. I appreciate that. And the reasoning behind that, I guess, they don't want people stumbling around on the Strip because the alcohol doesn't make people stumble around on the Strip, right? Peppermint Hippo right there on the right. You can see the sign up front as to what that is. And then Boston Pizza up here. I still haven't been in there. I need to check that out. Coolsville Tattoo. So, quick story about Coolsville Tattoo. I didn't know. I'm on TikTok as well, but which is probably going to get shut down at midnight tonight anyway. But one of the people that follows me is the someone that works at Coolsville, and I'm like, oh, well, I'd like to get her to, you know, finish up the tattoo that I've got that I've never got finished. And so they gave me a good price, and I'll probably end up going there to them. So it's hard to find a tattoo place, especially here along Las Vegas Boulevard or on Fremont, where they're not, you know, ripping you off. Because it's really expensive on the they have like 2 tattoo places, I think, on Fremont. Oh, right on, Just Add Salt. $6.20 a gallon. Wow. In DC? Wow, Drew. Wow. This is Charleston Boulevard here, Major East-West Artery. For such a big intersection, it's really kind of dreary right here. Thank you, Tobin. I appreciate it. Bliss Wedding Chapel there on the right. And so we've got this string, Motel Domino there, of these old Vegas signs here in the median. We're here at Gas Avenue, named for Octavius Gas, who got a loan. He started, or actually he ran the place that was known as Los Vegas Ranch back in the day. Took out a loan from Archibald Stewart and defaulted on that loan, used the ranch as collateral, and so Archibald Stewart took over that land. So shout out to 7-Eleven man for helping me out with that. I hope I got that correct. This is Pawn Plaza right here. I always like pulling in here just to show you. So this building is not very big at all. They make it look way bigger on television than it is. And then inside, it's really kind of tight and cramped in there. Get out of this guy's way. And so there is, I can't zoom in, but there is the sign out front, Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. And then Pawn Plaza over here, which was part of the brainchild behind, from Rick Harrison. to buy the property here across the parking lot and create all these little shopping and dining venues in here. He also has his own barbecue place right there. #1 barbecue in Nevada, it says. Put some South in your mouth out in front of there. But he has kind of the same sign there. It says Welcome Pawn Plaza right there at the top next to that LED screen. So that's pretty cool. Excellent. Right on, Tobin. Thank you. Yeah, I worked on memorizing that one this week. Octavius Gas. So Archibald Stewart and Helen Stewart are the namesake behind Stewart Avenue here in Vegas. A Mini Cooper convertible. Ugh, too cold for the convertible right now. I make a right and continue towards Fremont Street. Lone Palm Motel. It is a lot of... Yes, absolutely, Drew. And you know what? It's all overpriced. Like, really overpriced. I felt like going up to the guys at the counter and saying, best I can do is $10. Yes, Haunted Mansion. What's the address of that one again, Vegas Bradley? Oh, I've remembered. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, best I can do, $10. For anyone that didn't watch the show or doesn't know Pawn Stars, so, people would come in and bring their stuff to Rick and crew, and they would say, I want X number of dollars. And then Rick would say, oh, best I can do is and he would lowball them. So that's why I said, best I can do is $10. And they laughed. But of course they didn't take my offer. Naturally. Behind Walgreens, okay. That's right, yes. I drove right by last weekend, totally blanked on it just now. Sorry about that. Bridger Avenue here, right in front of us. All of these streets, thank you for that, pretty mama. Yeah, right there off of Charleston, just east of Fremont. I'm sorry, just east of Las Vegas Boulevard. Villa Inn Motel, Apache Motel, which is now open as a kind of a haunted hotel. It's kind of a theme for it. Located there by Binion's on Fremont Street. They're kind of making it like a themed hotel because they say it's very haunted in there. This is Fremont Street right here at this light. Inspire Nightclub, which is still up for lease. And there is the Fremont Street Experience over here on our left. With the crowds out front, waiting to cross over to the Fremont East District on the other side. The homeless. So the homeless are actually, if it's the area that I think that you're talking about, it's it's on Main Street, up by Owens, where Four Master Lane is. That's where a lot of the homeless are, but it's on the other side of the interstate here. I call it interstate now, but it's US 95. But it's on the other side of US 95 on the north side there. But they do definitely find their way down here because there's so much money down here. And they know that people tend to throw their money away when they're on Fremont. Gold Spike Casino. So if you watch JoJo the Squirrel, he's another streamer here in Vegas. He won a jackpot there at one of the slot machines. I think he said it was $20,000. He said it on his stream, so I guess it's not a secret. $20,000 he won there. Said he put all of his money into a CD. The Pawn Star Show. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Not the original Apache. Yes, correct. Thanks, Tobin. Yeah, so they gave the name, I guess, whatever, to something that's attached to Binion's. Pizza Rock right there. Very, very good pizza in there. Oh, thank you, pretty mama. Yeah, if you don't know JoJo the Squirrel, really funny guy. He likes to do karaoke at Cat's Meow, which is a karaoke bar here in the Neonopolis Dining and Entertainment Complex, which was opened in '02. Another shout out to 7-Eleven, man. So Casino Center Boulevard here. It is really backed up. Why is it so backed up? They've got the gates down, but I don't see It's, what time is it? 7:08, so the show must be just ending. Or they do the, and shout out to D-Man for that. Thank you, D-Man, for helping me with that. I didn't realize that's what they did with the gates there at Casino Center Boulevard. They put them down when they do the music show at the top of every hour. Circus W2 style games. Right on. Thanks, Vegas Bradley. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah, JoJo's really, really funny. He's usually on late nights, like in the Pacific time zone, so it's like 11 our time Pacific. So you have to be kind of up late. But he's really, really funny. Had the opportunity to meet him a couple of times. Geez, and again, just as nice and real person as he is on camera. And that's the best. And he also hangs out with Papi Chulo. If any of you watch Papi Chulo as well, the Las Vegas Papi Chulo show, I think is his channel name. I haven't met Papi Chulo yet. He's always down on the Strip. And the Strip is hard for me to do because of the parking. I like Fremont because it's so compact, right? It's a 5-block stretch, and you don't have to walk a ton. And there's so much content going on right in that short little area. The street performers and everything. He's cray but fun. Right on, pretty mama. Yep. So we have the Plaza, and that was Main Street Station right there in front of us, of course. The Plaza Hotel and Casino, the facade of which was featured in the movie Back to the Future 2. That's just the side of it there, but the other side of it there was featured in Back to the Future 2. It was Biff's Pleasure Palace in that movie. Golden Gate Hotel and Casino right there in front of us at the other western edge of the Fremont Street experience. That is the first address in Las Vegas. Formerly the Hotel Nevada, and then the Sal Sagev, which is Las Vegas spelled backwards. Shout out to 7-Eleven, man, dropping all this knowledge and helping me remember it. If I read it enough times, I tend to remember it, so thank God for that. Pink Box Donuts over here on the right. It was also the home of the first indoor plumbing and the first neon sign, the Golden Gate right there on our left, in Las Vegas. And the first telephone. Phone number was 1. Which matched the address, right? 1 Fremont Street. Wild Bill Street? I don't know. Does anyone know? Late last night. So that's Ciudad Day, and I can't say the last word in their channel because it's I just have to be careful with the words that I use because it means something in Spanish that I don't want to say. But they're a really, really nice couple. I will. I'm gonna get their channel name and post it to this video so you guys can check them out. They're a really, really nice couple. Ciudad, which is city. And then, actually, you know what? Tobin, you may know. Okay, yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for waving me around you. So here we go. Price to park here at Golden Nugget. $50 for a Saturday night here on Fremont Street. So the part of town, Tobin, that is behind the Strat, the name of that part of town, if any of you also know, because there's a lot of locals, I think, watching, it is the first word in that 2-word name for the area behind the Strat, that part of town. It is that word in Spanish. I will wait here. I want to run that. That's correct, Michael. Yep. Yep. So the last word in, so Ciudad Day, and then that word is the one that, yep, exactly. Good, Tobin, yeah. So that's it. So convert that word over to Spanish and boom, you've got it. It's not a bad word, it's just one that I don't want to steer clear of because community standards and all that. But they're really, really cool people. And they just got married last year, so they're newlyweds on top of it. And again, meeting people from online and stuff, and they're just as genuine in person as they are on camera, and that's really the best. And in Cadillac family as well, I think they're part of the Cadillac family or whatever. Joe is a subscriber to this channel, so shout out to Joe if you have watched Cadillac Family. Or if you haven't, check them out. Cadillac Family in Las Vegas. He and his wife Anna, Joe and Anna. Really, really nice people. I'm not, Michael. No. I had to take Spanish in college. So whoa, we've got something going on over here at the Downtown Event Center. All sorts of bass playing over here. Make sure that doesn't get into the stream. No, I had to take Spanish when I grew up in South Florida, so I picked it up bits and pieces here and there, and then I had to take Spanish 1 and 2 in college. So I remembered a lot of it back then, but then I haven't had a chance to really practice it or use it, because all the Spanish friends that I had always wanted to speak English and practice their English to me. So I'm like, okay, guess I'll let my Spanish go rusty. So no, I don't. I'm not. Sure, just add salt. Go for it. Behind the strike. Yes. I can understand why too, Vegas Bradley. Oh, good, Michael. Right on. Yeah. The only trouble is that some of them go online and stream late for East Coast time. Because 11 our time is, of course, 2 a.m. Eastern. That's the only thing. And then a lot of times their streams, as we cross the Fremont Street experience here, you always get these straddlers out here that take their time and meander across. But we're going to go ahead and cross there. A lot of times, because they're live streaming music, their videos will get taken down and copyrighted. So it's hard to go back and look at their streams after the fact to, see it the next day or whatever, which is unfortunate, but an unfortunate reality of the way things are set up. Pizza Rock again there. And the Grand. Yeah, it is about, yeah. From Australia. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's, what do you got? It's like 15 hours ahead of Pacific, something like that, I think. Something like that. And there's the Gold Spike over there again, on the left. You're absolutely right, Just Add Salt. That is a very good point. I don't know why. I think it's a waste, to be honest with you. The planes, maybe if we were all flying 747s all the time and we needed the extra space for the runway, but that's not the case. The planes nowadays, the large ones, the 787s and you do have like the A340s, but they don't require as much runway as planes in the past did. So I see it as a waste. That Terminal 1 at the airport is a nightmare, though. They really need to remodel that. 18 hours. Okay, my bad. Thanks, Tobin. Yeah, Terminal 1 is a mess. Terminal 3 is nicer. I didn't like having to take the tram even, within the terminal to go out to the actual gate, because you have to wait in line for that. But other than that, Terminal 3 is nice. Terminal 1's a nightmare, in my opinion. I'm gonna go over here and make a left onto Fremont Street and go eastbound. The horse on a rider, the rider on a horse rather, right there in front of us, that is was formerly located in front of the Hacienda, which is now the site of Mandalay Bay. It was taken down and demolished in '96, I believe. Shout out to 7-Eleven man. This guy's got some high beams on. What is that? That's a supercar of some sort? I don't know. And there's a little, what is that, an old Porsche? Oh, it's a Porsche Club. Look at this. That's a Camaro. And that's a BMW station wagon. Little Porsches there. Sphere, I've never been inside the Sphere. I've seen a lot of folks comment about it online. It's really expensive. I know that. It's like 80 bucks for that postcard from Earth show that they do. And we've got pedestrians. Are you guys crossing or? Okay, go ahead. It's like 80 bucks for that postcards from Earth show down there. And it's like really, really, really expensive. I mean, that's something that they could put up on YouTube and you could watch at home, really. But I've seen people who said that, who swore by watching U2 in there, because they were the first occupancy, or first band to occupy there, and they loved it. And of course the tickets for U2 were insane. Oh, okay, just that's all. I didn't know that. Okay. Terminal 3, yeah. I think most of the international flights fly into Terminal 3, but they do have some domestic there as well. I know, I think, is it Frontier that goes in there? Terminal 3. Praying mantis right there on the right. I hope to come down. I'm gonna, when I end the stream, I'm gonna come down here and try and get some more video of him snorting fire. 50 gallons of liquid propane they use every day to put on that show there for the praying mantis. Yeah, that's a good point, just that salt, yeah. And who do you write it to? I know my wife, when COVID came, she wanted to go plane spotting down at the airport, and they shut down the lot, the plane spotting lot. I want to point this out real quick. You have over here on the left Ferguson's Downtown Motel, but it's now a bunch of different businesses, and there's the Big Rig Jig. Shout out to 7-Eleven man right there, helping me out with that one. She wrote someone at the aviation department, and they actually responded to her and said that it would be, you know, a certain amount of time before they reopened it. But she's like, if people go and sit in their cars, and they're in their cars plane spotting, why would they close the lot? Because there's no chance that anyone's going to be spreading anything. Everyone's sitting in their cars. So yeah, I don't know though. See if the aviation department is as responsive nowadays as back in during the COVID era. $3.31 a gallon there at that 7-Eleven. Shout out to 7-Eleven man. 163 7-Elevens now. We dropped 3 of them, mostly due to crime. I'm gonna go up here to the end, or near Charleston Boulevard, turn around, and then head back up Fremont Street, and then I'll go ahead and turn the stream off so I can park and go into Fremont and try and get some street performers for you guys, as well as the praying mantis. 163 right on, Tobin. Oh goodness, I'm not doing that. Ooh. This is Bruce Street. It's a minor street, but it's tends to be pretty. It'd make frequent appearances all over town. Price for premium. I didn't see the sign for the price for premium. I'm assuming it's the same like usual, like 10 cents more for plus, and then 10 cents beyond that, so 20 cents more for premium, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I always want to know premium too, because I always put premium in my car. I have to. Sterling Motel there on the right. Safari Motel on the left. Las Vegas Apartments Corporation, it says there. Yes, they did, Joseph. Oh my God. I mean, my wife and I still talk about it to this day. All the nonsense that they did. No sense at all. So this is Eastern Avenue here, major artery. I'm gonna go into this Chevron and turn around, and while I do that, I'm gonna look for the price of premium. Well lit Chevron. Premium. Supreme here is $4.43 a gallon. $4.43. Number 7-Elevens, yes. Absolutely. So $3.55 a gallon here. Oh, there's a median here. I gotta go make a U-turn. AutoZone over there across the street. No U-turn, of course. I'll just make a left and turn around. Yeah, all the things they did back, I mean, and they shut down the entire strip. I remember watching, back then in 2020, we were watching some of the, there were very few at that time, live streamers in Vegas. And they were just walking around. There was nothing, nobody. I can't believe they actually convinced the casinos to shut down. It was astonishing. Casinos, I mean, as everyone knows, they don't take days off. It's 365 for them. But they probably got those PPP loans, right? That they were handing out like candy back then, that there's been so much fraud that they found. Yeah, so 163 7-Elevens here, and LA has 152, so we're up by 11, and that's the most in the country. 163 7-Elevens in the country. I'm sorry, the most in the country, located here in Vegas. Go into the AutoZone and turn around there. Nope, I don't have a light. Pepe's Tacos up there on the right. That's a former IHOP location, International House of Pancakes, with the A-frame style building there. Looks like I can come up here and make a U-turn. I'll just do that. Although, whoops. Okay, that was not what I was supposed to do. Apologies for that. Come back here to Fremont. So Eastern here at Fremont. You see the Fremont sign on the masthead for the lights right in front of us is out. What a surprise, the street light is out in Vegas. Also, guys, I stumbled upon a new channel this week. I just wanted to throw it out there. If you like lo-fi music, I call it lo-fi. Like really cool, chill music that you can kind of turn on and let play in the background or whatever. Check out Hygge Vibes, Hygge. It's Hotel Yankee Golf Echo, but it's pronounced Hygge, like the old horns and stuff on the old cars. I just discovered it. It's a brand new channel, and really cool just to let it play in the background while working around the house or on the car or whatever. That gas station is closed. I was going to see if I could pull into another one and get another premium price real quick. Safari Motel. Yeah, it's really cool to help out the new streamers. And it was in my feed. I don't even know how I found it. There's a water truck right here on our left. I don't know what they're building in here. On the corner of Bruce and Fremont. That is an electric car on the other side of the street. I can't tell what kind that is, though. Is it? Oh, it's a Hyundai. Okay. You can always tell they always have the whole LED strip across the front of them. Or almost the whole front end's totally lit up. Plasma over here on the left. Oh. They prey on the people who need money the most. Hence their location down here on Fremont. Netflix and chill, smart TVs, kitchens, Wi-Fi. So we come back here into the number streets here on Fremont. South Cove Apartments over there on the left. Siegel Suites Fremont on the... I had that backwards. Siegel Suites is on the left. There's another Siegel Suites over here, Fremont 2 on the right. Fremont Market slots. You buy, we fry. Beer, wine, groceries, EBT, and ATM. Los Gables Court. So an interesting note when I mentioned earlier about Octavius Gas, he so it was called Los Vegas Ranch, which is not grammatically correct in Spanish, right? Because Vegas is a feminine name, and so it should take the feminine la or las, but it was L-O-S back then. Shout out to 7-Eleven man. So we passed the Big Rig Jig again over here on our right, here at Ferguson's. We have Ferguson's the bar. There it is, right there. Very cool stuff. There's the We Hot Western Hotel, the marquee up there that flashes and says We Hot. That's always fun. So the Fremont East District is demarcated here by the arches that you see. So you have the eastern edge of it here, just past Container Park, that we're about to travel under. Rancho, I'm sorry, yes, you're right, my bad. Rancho, Las Vegas Rancho, that's what it was, yes. That's, okay, so instead of ranches, it was Rancho, and maybe that's why they did LOS, because they were referring to the ranch. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Praying mantis is not spitting fire right now. Right on, Lo. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Fremont Center over there. And Evil Pie right there on the left. So guys, I want to thank you all so very, very much for joining us. Again, a huge shout out to all of the awesome people. Look at all this security they have right in front of us here. That's wild. Why do they have all that security there? A shout out to my moderators. Thank you guys so very, very much for being here and helping us out. And also, shout out to the pillars of our community. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. And as always, if you haven't already, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. And the algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so very much.